Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again to Final Fantasy V, my four-job Fiesta run for the year of 2025. We last left off going into this little Dragon Mountain place. Yeah, we're here to get... You know, it doesn't matter what we're here to get, because there's no cutscenes. There's no plot. This is just a string of things that we are expected to do. I'm going to run from all of these fights. Because they're annoying. Not this fight. But like the dragons, I'm going to run from those. Not really a particularly like good reason for me to, you know, fight them. I do want to look at my abilities. So you've got two-handed on. You were still doing kind of... You weren't doing great damage there, though. That's fine. You've got the great sword on. That's why... Okay. No, we're all right. You don't have life. That's fine. That is okay. Let's try life on these guys. Do you not have life? Wait. No, it's raise. What am I doing? I am just... don't know where my brain is today. It's fine. We'll just beat the enemies to death with our incredibly strong melee fighters. It's not a big deal. Ow. That hurt a lot. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's throw that out. I know I said I was going to run from these fights, but man... Here we are. I kind of want to win the Dragon Fangs. So every time you kill one of those red dragons, they drop a Dragon Fang. They sell for lots and lots and lots of money. And yeah. That's basically the gist of it. They're also really good for mixing. Single zombie dragon I can take pretty easy. The big downside to the zombie dragons is they hit very, very hard. And we don't have Bard to make them trivial. Unfortunate, but that is our lot in life. We're just going to leave these guys alone. Don't care. Get ourselves some bone mail. First time I played Final Fantasy V, I actually got stuck here because I couldn't figure out like what to do. I'm gonna run from this fight. I'm gonna run from every back attack, I think. first half of World 2, you can still, like, reliably run from stuff. It's really only when you get to World 3 when you just can't run from anything anymore without Thief or Ninja. But that little cracked floor there is not marked in the older versions of the game, which means that I was running around like a doofus, like, how do I get down there? And I just didn't step into that one specific spot. And... dude, you killed... Why? Why would you do that? He's an old man. Alright, yeah, let's just polish off the potions there. Zombie dragon would beat up an old man. I'm gonna have these two defend. Nice crit there. And we get the wind slash here. That's pretty good. We're gonna put that on like right now. Hypno crown, yes, no. I think not. I think Hypno crown's fine. Fine in the bag. All right. I do need to use a tent or something when I get there. Want to hold on to my high potions. Yeah, we got lots of money. So we'll we're just gonna keep defending. I was going to hit that dragon with the dancing dagger, but then I was like, wait, no, that's stupid because it's undead. Well, no experience for him. And I gotta use another Phoenix down. Let's see. Yep, good. I'm gonna run from this fight. We're right by the save point here. Throw open a cottage there. So the difference between tents and cottages is tents don't revive, and they don't heal all of your HP and MP. Cottages do. So they're pretty good. So Golem is a summon, and if you finish that fight, he joins you, and you get a summon. So we just want to trying to think what the best solution for this would be. I have no AoE whatsoever. Well, no, that's not true. That isn't true at all. Let's do that. Yeah. Alright, let's bust another rod. Put that on there. Well, I meant to put blink, but sure, that works too. And you just attack. See if we can't get a sword dance on. It is a miserable Fiesta if you are relying on the dancing dagger for your damage. I can tell you that. Thankfully, we've got Knight, who can basically just punch everything in the game to death. But sword... Wow. Nice. Couple of extra sword dances there. Busted some rods. I could have bought poison rods and done the same thing. Alright, got that. Right. Exit is not white magic in this game. That's Final Fantasy II. Let's put the Wind Slash back on. And we're just going to walk out of here. We're going to run from this fight and walk out of here. We don't need to go in there. Let's see, we got the bone mail. Dance the jitterbug. I will say the dancing dagger is really good for taking out high evade, high evade, low hit points enemies like those birds. Basically, every enemy that has that sprite has really stupid high evasion and very low hit points. So, it's pretty nice. If you proc... What is it called? If you proc the Jitterbug or Mystery Waltz on an undead, it will drain your hit points and MP, so be careful of that. Hey Golem, how you doing? Oh, door right here. So I'm hoping in the next hour, because that's how long I plan on playing, is another 45-ish minutes. I'm hoping I can speed through World 2. Yeah, that's what Golem does. He comes in and he punches you once and then runs away. Because he's a jerk. But then you save him from those, the Bone Dragon and the other guy, and he's like, oh, you're my savior. The cursed being. Also undead, I'm pretty sure. There are a lot of undead in this game, which makes the dancing dagger to kind of dangerous to use in a lot of situations. Oh, by the way, the world map music thing, that is a bug that has been in the game. It wasn't in at launch, but it's been in the game since the second major patch? Yeah. Cutscene aborted. But yeah, there's no music on the world map in World 2. That is a bug that has not been fixed. It is in the base game as well. It is not because of the no cutscene patch. Alright. Forget if we have to... Yeah, okay. Right, because there's a cutscene there. Trying to think. There's a thing where she passes out and she tells you to go meet Guido, which is where how you're supposed to know where to go next. But now that we have Dragon, we can fly out over here, land on this little island, go in here. The island can sink. That cutscene's gone. And all we do is bust out of the water. And we're going to go visit... over here. Where they cut the cutscene out where they're like, who are you? Why are you pulling our lever that is right there by the door? You can get a song here. A Swift song. Which is actually really good. It's probably the second best song. Maybe third. The best song is the level song. Is that all that's in Surgate? No. 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 Yes. This... No. Yes. Weird Ronka. No. Yes. Yeah, there's a few items here. One of them is a spell? Which I don't care about, but I wanted the money. I am always short on cash in this game. And it's mostly because I use Phoenix Downs like really recklessly. So this is what I was looking for. Okay, so this is where you get float. That means there's one more like item in here somewhere. I don't think it's very important, but I did want... The most important thing I came here to get was that money. Final Fantasy VI has me trained to check clocks, and like that's the only game where that's a thing. That is not a thing in this game. It's not a thing in 4. It's not a thing in 7. It's literally just 6, where there's an elixir in the clocks. Excuse me. Yep, I got everything here. I think this is the same stuff that's sold in... I don't think there's anything new here. Except you can get great swords. Do I want an Asafune? So, okay, so the benefit of the great sword is it's just got a little more attack power. The benefit of the Asafune is it's got katanas can crit. What is the crit rate on the Asafune? Let's see. Katanas. So the Wind Slash, which is what it has, 44 attack power. The Asafune has 51. Just a standard 12% chance to crit. So, do I want to spend the money is the big question. Because there's a better one in Castle X Death. I think I'm just going to hold off. Because there's a better one in Castle X Death that I will get. And I'm not going to worry about that item. Alright. But they tell you about Castle Surgate. Where the forces on Castle Surgate are. And